And I believe this is the last of it right here. Hello everyone and welcome back to Life Redesigned. I am Bob. On the other side of this camera, boy, is she going to kill me for this one. That's my beautiful wife, Carrie. We have been married for 28 years, and in 2022, we sold everything we owned, including the cars, the furniture. We have no stuff hiding in friend's house. Storage units, as you can tell from this pile here, or anything. This is just life. Well, quite frankly, redesigned. So, as we are here in TTO, we're getting rid of everything that was in that basement. Now, we've got chairs over here that have been there for about 2 years because they came from the old rig. In case we never told the story, we picked this new unit up back in November. We were under a tornado warning in Myrtle Beach, and it was massive downpours and everything else. So we basically scrambled to get everything out of the Micro Mini and put it in here. Things like these chairs that are down here, which are really nice camp chairs, and the Mr. Buddy heater, we no longer need. And in case of the chairs, we've picked these bad boys up from Costco. These are from Tommy Bahama, and well, quite frankly, they recline, and I'm all about that recline, if you know what I mean. Now, the first thing Carrie's going to give me crap for is that I'm showing her without makeup or without hair, her hair done and everything else. And that's the purpose of today's video. One of our subscribers had mentioned in one of our previous videos that caused all kinds of uproar that, hey, it's nice to see some YouTubers keeping it real. And that got us
real
thinking.
As it gets right now.
As we were out here clearing this out with this massive pile behind us, we said, boy, it doesn't get any realer than this. So we stopped everything, ran inside, grabbed the GoPro, and grabbed the batteries for the Rode microphones so we could share with you. So now this purpose of the video here is going to be the next few days, we're going to share with you what it really is like to be a full-time RVer. You're going to see such exciting things as maybe us doing laundry, maybe us going to the supermarket as we get ready to go down to Key West, and you're going to see how two 50-something-year-olds spend their 28th wedding anniversary, because we're going to share that with you as well. Now today it is about 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. We're also have to transform ourselves because in a couple hours, Carrie, we're going live on a live stream, which will be to celebrate our 2,000th subscriber. We've got a lot going on, a lot to cover, and by the time you guys see this, it may be a couple of weeks later, but the fact still remains that this is exactly what real RV life is like. So let us know what you think. I don't know about you guys, but wow, if you look over here, okay, look at this. I have got tools for days, and now I'm like most of you guys, I like to keep things working order myself. I've got drills. I've got another drill in case the first drill don't work. I got an impact gun. I've got like 4 rubber mallets. I got batteries to the bikes. I've got impact sockets. I got everything. And I even have a fishing pole that's collapsible from 1970. Why do you still have that? Because in case I ever want to fish, this is one of the original pocket fishermen. Just in case. Yeah. I've got 3 fishing poles over here because you never know. And quite frankly, I haven't fished in like 2 years. I got metal detectors that we've used one time. Twice. Twice, excuse me. I have a thing to clean out the poop tank that I don't even use because the backflush on this system is amazing. The bottom line is, I think we all have it in the basement. We all have stuff that we need to get rid of. And this is a perfect example. If you haven't gone through your basement in quite some time, you may want to do that.
This isn't the first time we've done this.
No, this is honestly, as Carrie pointed out from behind the microphone, because her hair's like this, she's not telling you. This is, and she just gave me a middle finger, and I think that was supposed to tell me I'm number 1. This is all about the 4th time that we've pared down. We pared down tremendously, and it just, where does this stuff come from? Anyhow, we're going to clean this all out. We're going to get the Starlink modem mounted to the wall because we like to keep that in the basement. And as I come over here and I go, hello,
I love this just how it is. This is perfect.
There's a lot of space in here, and I think that's almost too much. But and that's the point here of this video. If you guys can see me, the point of this video really is to not only to share with you, but there's also some valuable information here. There's a lot of weight that sits here in this basement, and if we're fortunate enough now with the new truck, the weight's not an issue, but you still want to watch that if you're at capacity. So hey, we're going to check in. We'll check back. We're going to check out, and we'll check back in when this is all reorganized and all cleaned out. Stay tuned.
I feel like Mr. Wilson from Home Improvement.
Oh, over the fence?
Yeah.
Oh, how about this?
Oh,
Here we are. And here we are a couple of hours later. Everything much more organized, much more compact, which is the big thing here. So a couple of things to point out. One, don't do this when it's 87 degrees and like 80-90% humidity. It's not going to do you any favors, and the sweat will get in your eyes and burn. That's what happens. But that is what a shower's for. Meanwhile, the only thing I had left over is a can of this. Now I remember a while ago everybody was saying you need to jump on this, but as you can see, this is the RV Care slide out. This here is the Schwintech system. They tell you not to spray these because it will trap debris and stuff inside, so we try not to spray these. We used to spray the Winnebago all the time. Now, we see a lot of mixed reviews about this. You let us know in the comments below what you think of that before you close that up, Carrie. And I'd point out what I did with the Starlink base there. Now that if you
So much better.
if you could hold that for a second. If you have Starlink and you just leave it down here in the ground, something to be careful with. So the front of this is glass. Now that glass will break and it won't actually do any damage to your router, but broken glass is never a good thing for anybody. So I'll leave a link to the base that we use in the video description in case you want to pick it up. I think I only paid 14, 15 bucks for it. If you don't find that, find something to elevate it up off the ground so that it's just fine. But we have the pass through here, so our cable comes out. And as you can see, it goes all the way out to the road there. So it's a nice way to do it when we're not mounting it to the flagpole. So I'm going to try to show you what happens during the live stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to manage to record us while we're being recorded by the live stream. But I'm going to try just to give you a behind the scenes peek at that. But if not, we'll definitely check back in with you tomorrow, because tomorrow, boy, that's when the excitement begins. All right, folks, and well, we're back the next day. Now, I didn't really get a chance to film us filming a live stream because holy cow, is that a lot of work. And quite frankly, it will drive you batshit crazy just trying to keep up with everything. There's comments going, there's all kinds of stuff, but it was absolutely a lot of fun. You get a chance and you want to check it out, we'll leave it up on the archives and you can do it. But more importantly, Carrie,
Yes.
I am thrilled to death. We just left, and again, I'm going to apologize because apparently I yacked for too long. We spent about 2 hours with Dustin and his wife, Leslie. Again, I'm terrible with names, but we got to meet them inside their rig because it was raining, and just got to pick their brain about life on the road and about YouTube and all of that. It really does mean a lot to Carrie and I that you guys took the time to do that. So it was awesome. If I get the picture from them, we'll post that here because that's probably a big news day for us.
That's one that we would probably have printed and put on our wall.
I think we're going to have to. I think
So. They're awesome people.
I think this is going to be the start of a journey where we're just going to start getting out. This is our resolution a little bit late in the year, but to not be so introverted and get out there and start meeting people. So that being said, as we get to go meet people, we are heading into the land of Orlando. We have to go into Costco because we're going to stock up now so that our trip down to the Keys this weekend, we've already got our food and everything in place. And that's basically what we're up against. It's 6:30 right now on Wednesday, and we have to get to Costco, get our stuff back, and then we have to meet back because we have to be on for Dustin and Leslie's live stream, which starts at 7. It's going to be tight. We're probably going to be a couple of minutes late, but we're going to try to do both. So that's the update. We'll probably show you some of the selection we get from Costco because some of you guys want to know what you got in the bag. So we're going to show you that.
Just bacon.
Lots of bacon, lots of Propel because I'm out, and that kind of stuff. But we'll show you anyway. We'll come back to you in a little bit. All right, and we are back home finally. It's about 10 of 9 because not only did we talk the ears off, or at least I did as Wayward Wags, but we went over to Costco and then we tried to catch some of their live stream inside of Costco, which was fun. And then we ended up sitting out in the parking lot of Costco watching the rest of it. And then Carrie reminded me that the knives that we bought for when we first bought the RV back in November are just junk. So we went and stopped at something called a Super Target. Us being from New England, we've never seen anything like this. We went into this Super Target and it is literally twice the size, maybe 3 times the size of a regular Target, and oh my god, I think we got lost. But I was able to pick up a couple of cool things there. That was good, but really, we're just going to show you just basically, you know, what we've been buying. So as part of this carnivore diet, this is it, folks. For those of you that find this interesting, we have 1, 2, 3 things of chicken drumsticks here. This is all organic. We have 100% grass-fed beef patties, which by far from Kirkland are the best there are. This one's relatively new for us. This is Kirkland's bacon. We had been buying a thicker center cut. I'm going to try this. It was $12.99 for 4 pounds. So we got 8 pounds of bacon. We got some pork chops because we have a whole bunch already. And then eggs. Big staple here, organic free-range eggs. Now, I did mention that we were in Target, and I have to excuse the place is a mess because, again, this is what real life is like. For the Weber Q Grill, I finally got one of these triangular scraper things. But anyhow, big thing is, so whenever we are in a new area, we like to send our 2 kids some postcards. And we've been finding it a little increasingly difficult to find postcards in a lot of places. So Thousand Trails here in Orlando TTO does have available for sale these little postcards, but they also have a picture on the back, unfortunately, so it makes it a little harder to mail. But Carrie, show them what we found in Target. Look at this. Hey, from Florida. I mean, they have like this little Disney section in there.
It's adorable.
And it's got, you know, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck. And I'm just going to get this a little closer. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? And this will go to our son, who's 27. And then this one here, Carrie, this one has them all with the Orlando. Get that in there. Background that'll go to our daughter, who's going to be 21. Yeah. Really interesting things. And I do want to give a shout out to, speaking of our children, both our son and our youngest daughter. Congratulations on the promotions, kids. I know this is about a week and a half late. By the time this gets up, it'll probably be about 3 weeks late. Yeah. But our son was just promoted within my company. He is now an account specialist, just like his dad. And our daughter is now a club manager for Planet Fitness. And I believe she's the youngest one in that whole group. So she's worked her butt off, and we are incredibly proud of her for that. And then RJ's been with the company for quite some time.
9 years.
9 years, and it's nice to see that he's starting to take himself seriously on the professional realm, and he was over the moon because he really wanted this. So that is it for Wednesday. I have to go outside and cook before she hits me.
I'm not even hungry.
That's what she says now, until she smells the meat. And then we'll come back in tomorrow, because tomorrow is even more excitement. I think it's laundry day.
Oh, yay.
So, yay. We'll catch you then. Now, it doesn't get any more exciting than that right there. We have not only this one, but we have about 4 other washing machines on the other side.
If you're gonna do it, do it.
But if you're in Claremont,
Laundry.
In a laundry, right? But if you're here, what I said?
You didn't. I said if you're gonna do it, do it, because you said we had 4 more over there, and I looked at you and I said laundry, honey.
Laundry, not just doing it. It's our anniversary. This is where we are. This is what happens when you live this lifestyle. So if you're in the TTO area, Thousand Trails, Orlando, 4 Corners Laundromat is probably the best hands down, and they have a video game console in the corner, so you can play Donkey Kong 1943, Jars, the whole 9. But every time we went to film this, you want to know what our life is like? This stopped every time. Look. And that's our beddies inside because it's time for the beddies to have a bath. So I know this is exciting and this is riveting stuff. We'll check back in with you and the dry cycle. All right, Carrie. Hundreds of people are wondering, what's it like to do laundry on your 28th wedding anniversary? What are you thinking?
Not much.
Wow, anything you want to tell all the people at home?
I want to tell them nothing. It sucks.
And there you go. That's real RV living. You have to wash your underwear at least once every 3 or 4
I'm on my
trips.
last pair.
And if you don't have clean underwear, no one's going to invite you over. And that's how you get free food. Anyhow, we're going to wrap this up and then we'll catch back tomorrow with some more exciting. Tomorrow's hookup day because we're getting ready. We're getting ready to go to the Keys, but we're going to hook up the night before. We're going to share that experience with you as well.
Sweaty Bob.
Ooh, it's going to be 87 degrees, 80% humidity. We'll check back with you tomorrow. So you want some reality in your life about RV living and everything? So we were just about to head out for our 2.5 mile walk the perimeter here, TTO. We heard this big boom. So I went up on the roof and I looked up there. I'm thinking maybe something fell from one of the trees. No, nothing like that. Carrie comes in and she goes, "Hey Bob, come here a minute." And I'm like, "What's that?" She goes, "It's nothing outside." I'm like, "Oh, really? Do tell Penelope." And Penelope shows me this. So we had recently gone back to using Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, and apparently this just decided to blow its top. It broke. It went all over the shower. You have to excuse the mess. We just got back from the laundromat, but everything just blew up and broke.
All over the kitchen floor.
So like a whole thing, and this stuff's not cheap. It's like 18 bucks, and yeah, so we have soap all over the floor, all over the shower, and every time you try to rinse it down, it's Bronner's Castile soap, so it just makes bubbles. And
but it smells good.
It smells great. And if you wanted to know which kind of soap we use, it is the hemp tea tree. So yeah, it smells like a hemp tea tree smelly bomb went off in here. So there's an extra little bonus that you're not going to get on any other channels, folks. Don't use Dr. Bronner's in the RV because apparently it will just explode. Now we'll catch you tomorrow. Well, Carrie, it is time to say goodbye. Now we just got done saying goodbye to Dustin and Leslie from Wayward Wags. We thank you for stopping by to see us off. Now becomes the fun of teardown. Now, Carrie and I have learned over the past 6 months that we used to get up in the morning on travel day and we do all that stuff and then take off, right? And what that ended up producing was a very sweaty Bob, especially here in Central Florida. So what we've learned to do is the day before, once work is over, we pack up everything. And as you see the hose here, we're back flushing the black tank because something we've learned to do now ever since we had that trouble with the Winnebago. We do this all the time. We back flush the black tank. We dump all our gray and black. We check all the tire pressure. Pull the slide in. We get everything hooked up to the rig, and we pack what we can in the basement, which is still clean. And then here we have our bikes up there, and tables, and Starlink, and in the solo stove, and whatnot. So that in the morning, all I have to do is disconnect the sewer hose and the electric cable, and we're ready to roll. Now we will, for tonight, we will put the slide back out. And since I got to cook dinner tonight, I also will have to deal with the grill tomorrow morning. But all in all, not too bad. But it still minimizes the amount of work. And the best part is when we arrive at the next destination, which for us is Sunshine Key in the Keys. Once we arrive there, they're not greeted with a sweaty Bob and Carrie, and we don't look like somebody they should be throwing out. Makes a big difference in the overall stay, and we found it makes a big difference in the way you're treated upon check-in. It's a little tip for you. Now, if you do own a Grand Design, I will say the back flush system on this thing is absolutely incredible. It will totally take care of everything, and we like to do this once a week, and especially on travel days. So as you can see, there's lots of excitement. I know those of you have been asking since we did our last tour, can you get to the bathroom with the slide closed? We're going to show you. This is what everyday life looks like. This is laundry that we're still putting away from yesterday. This is the slide in. My office still needs to be packed down, but as you can see, I got plenty of room. Get to the bathroom and whatnot. So, a little tip also, which is great. One, the Betty's came out amazing, so that was a nice wash without a problem. But we did come home yesterday. You saw the video there about the Dr. Bronner's exploding and the soap explosion from hell. And we have found that this is a very common problem to have happen. And what they recommend doing is diluting the soap if you're going to be in a high heat area, because yeah, you know, that top can blow off and crack up. Well, that being said, we're going to fill the tires, get everything all ready to roll, hopefully not leave anything behind, because that's always a bad feeling. And if you are in Thousand Trails Orlando, make sure that the paper that you have that has your exit date is dropped in the box at the gate on the way out. They charge you $35. So I've got notes and reminders for that and everything else. Well, Penelope, this is our last it. This is it from Thousand Trails Orlando. The next time you guys see us, we'll be on the road to the Keys, and we're going to take a different route because we're not going to do highways, or at least as little highway as possible. So we want to see some of Central Florida and see how it goes.
Yes.
That's it. For Penelope, I'm Chuck. Oh wait, sorry. For Carrie, I'm Bob. This has been Life Redesigned. We'll catch you in a few days.